Dave Palumbo here at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym in Syosset, New York. That's right, the East Coast Mecca. And this Saturday at 12 noon, that's February 27th, is Bros vs. Pros 26. Germany versus USA. That's right, Germany is bringing its best pros to compete against the United States' best pros. That's Akeem Williams, Jeff Beckham, and Big Chef Ali Alston, over 400 pounds, and they will be squaring off at this Bros vs. Pros 26 here at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym. You guys are not going to want to miss it. It's free to enter, it's free to come, and it's live on RxMuscle.com. It's the weekend at Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, February 26, 2016. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It looks like it's going to be another good year for our old friend, Big Keith Williams. This week, Williams announced that he'd be bringing his talents right here to our own backyard to compete at the New York Pro for the first time in his career. And if what we're seeing is any real indication of what's to come, that trip is certainly going to be a memorable one. At the moment, Williams is looking enormous, not to mention much leaner during this offseason than we've seen from him in years past. In 2015, Williams put on two good showings at the Chicago and California Pro shows. And if he can keep the mojo flowing, 2016 should be even sweeter. Big Keith Williams isn't going to be the only one making his 2016 debut right here in the greatest city on earth. After years of scratching and clawing his way up the ladder, Thomas Lenihan finally broke through at last year's USA Championships when he took home top honors in the light heavyweight class by showing up as one of the hardest athletes in the entire show. This week, Lenihan announced that he decided to strap on his posing trunks for the first time as a pro at this year's New York Pro, where he'll find out quick, fast, and in a hurry exactly how he's going to stack up against some of the big boys in the 212 division. Right now, Lenihan is already sporting a nearly stage-ready physique, and with another 12 weeks to polish things up, he should be primed and ready when the doors open and the lights come on. To quote the late, great Rowdy Roddy Piper, "I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass." And Kevin Ofurum is out of bubblegum. Coming off a year that was riddled by setbacks, Ofurum is back and better than we've ever seen him. Earlier this week, the Texas powerhouse leaked out a few choice photos showing off that crazy round muscle he's become known for over the years, while letting his fans and fellow competitors know that he's ready to make his presence felt once again on the 212 scene. Remember, it was just a few years ago when Ofurum was really beginning to find his stride. And then he battled some health conditions that cost him almost all of last season. Well, now he seems to be picking right back up where he left off. And in the right show, in the right lineup, and on the right day, Kevin Ofurum is a serious threat to rattle some cages in the top 5. When your nickname is the Belgian Predator, I guess it makes sense that you train with homicidal intensity, a little over a week out from hitting the stage for the first time this season. Earlier this week, new photos and videos surfaced of Clarence Devis, knee-deep in his contest prep for the upcoming Kevin Levrone Classic, where he'll look to play the role of the spoiler for a few athletes using this show as a tune-up prior to heading out to the Arnold Classic. After last year's struggles with consistency, last season, Devis really nailed his look at the New York Pro and was rewarded with a top 6 finish by the judges. The Levrone Classic is going to feature names like Warren, McMillan, and Lenardowitz, all of whom are expected to be fighting for a top 6 slot at the Arnold Classic. But if Devis brings his A game and catches a few sleeping, he could certainly pull off a top 5 placing in Poland. Speaking of the Levrone Classic, it looks like we're going to be seeing the return of the Greek freak, Michael Kefalianos, who will also be making his 2016 debut. Over the weekend, Kefalianos and his camp leaked a few progress photos, showing off some of that crazy conditioning that we've seen from him over the years. One thing you can never say about Kefalianos is that he doesn't bust his ass and work hard. Because despite not being blessed with some of the genetic gifts a lot of these guys have in the sport today, he still shows up and gives everything he's got each and every time he steps on stage. And if he does that again this weekend in Poland, where he might have a little bit of extra fan support, I don't think a top finish is outside the realm of possibilities. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RxMuscle show, segment, or update. RxMuscle is #1. Woo!